Hello. So for this lesson, we're going to do this floral design that you've seen on my Instagram. I did it on my client the other day and did it on myself before that in different colors. And I had lots of questions how to do it, how to do this painting and stuff. And of course, we can do one stroke technique, we can do a lot of paintings in the salon, but sometimes it's not really something that it is possible in a salon, especially if we have the clients that want some beautiful designs but do not have time. So guys, I don't know if you still remember something like this, but we used to have a magnetic, something that was called the water decals, and I still have some of it. These were the exact one that used on this design. I've mixed them together with the fiber gel. I mixed them with the chameleon flakes. I mixed them with the painting. And this one I've used before on myself, the blue one. So here I still have them over so many years in my drawer. And I think you can really make spectacular designs with this one. And you know what? My client never said a bit. She never said like, "Oh my God, this is stickers. I want to have everything like hand painted." No, she was just happy of me creating the floral design that she wanted to match her wedding dress. So if you still have something like that somewhere in a drawer, unpack it, use it. I'm going to show you how to use it best. That will match your client's nails. So here in the old one, that was a little instruction how to do it. So you cut the piece of the design that you want to do, place it in the water, pick it up, place it in your nail, and then seal it. We are going to, of course, seal it with the gel, so will be a little bit more long lasting because you can see this is how old they are. Okay, this is, you can see there is like a nail art sealant, so it's just a normal nail polish that we used to do over the acrylic nails before the gel polish even existed. So let's start and let me show you how I did this design. Okay, so we need to start with the base. Any base of your choice, you can use some base like a fiber coat if that's the natural nails. You can use the fiber gel. It's really up to you. I am going to use the fiber coat over this tip. I'm not going to use the fiber gel. For this one, fiber coat pink first as my base layer, and that'll be nice and thin layer all over the nail. I'm going to create something like a Flowerboom on the nails. I think it's really cool if you still have any of the stuff like this one that we can actually use it, because we have tons of it in the salon. And every time when I'm doing some cleaning in the drawers, I'm finding something that I never used for a while, and then I'm trying to use on the clients, like for example the stickers. Okay, so while my nail is curing, let me find the design. Of course, the designs are smaller and bigger, and you don't need to place the full flower. You can just, for example, if you have the small nail, you can just do half of the flower, okay? But what I will do, and what I will tell you to do, cut as close the design as possible, okay? Even if you cut the full design, if you not placed it fully, this is absolutely fine, okay? So, but cut it as close as possible, so this foil around one sticking out, okay? And I will also use the smaller one as well. But even though you see, I'm just cutting pieces, so it will be a little bit easier for me later. Okay, so this one you place in the water, just the normal water. Okay, place it here. And now while this one is in the water, my nail is cured, okay? My base is cured. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to remove the sticky layer with my prep and wipe. Okay, removing the sticky layer because I don't need it for my water decals. If you want to buff this, it's no problem at all. You can buff it. If you want to use some flakes under, you can use flakes under. I'm going to use some flakes on top. Now for your beads, okay, let me just pick it up. they are calling also the sliders, okay? And I will show you why. And let me just pick up another one. When you use them, okay? They're probably, if you've never seen them in the nails and you're relatively new to the nails, maybe, you definitely had something like a tattoo, temporary tattoo for kids. This is working exactly the same way. Now, for the sliders, now you see, if you have the paper wet enough, okay, and separate this design from the paper, that should slide away. If it's not sliding, it means it's not ready yet. Okay, now it's sliding. Okay, and now I have my design. And what you do with your design, you pick up your design and you place it at the tip. Can go outside, okay? It's not a problem at all. Can go outside the nail. It's not the issue. Just like that. Just one. And then another one slide off as well. See this one here? And then this one I will just place just like this. Okay, not in fully. Just like that. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit of my fiber coat pink transparent one. You can use clear one, but I wanted to hide a little bit this foil. So I've just used the pink one because it gives me a little bit of sheer, or the frosted pink as well. So now I'm sealing the full design like this. Okay, nice and flat. Okay, if you want to seal something, making sure everything is there is no problem. We'll file this bit later. So this one goes to the light for the 10-15 seconds. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some flakes, okay, chameleon flakes to the side. You can use it, you don't have to use it. I used the flakes because I think they are looking nice. And of course, you know, I like them. Okay. So just place some flakes on the sides around my flower. So even if I have these falls that are there, no one will really see it. And you know, sometimes when you think about the stickers, well, I used to be really offended, okay, when someone said like, "Oh, are these stickers?" When I was doing hand painting. Nowadays, when someone says like, "Oh, are these stickers?" I'm thinking, "Oh, that's amazing compliment." Okay, that's my design looking like the stickers, and you know, and was so nice when I had people asking me how I painted it, and I was thinking these are actually stickers, and they think I painted by hand. So this is really cool. So there's lots of nice compliments. So you see, I placed the foils here. I will also use a little bit of this foil. For this one, I will need some orange wood stick. That would be ideal. So just pick up a little bit here. So I'm just placing, not just making, you know, placing the sticker. I'm actually creating this design, okay? And I've charged my client accordingly. So it's not really, you know, that they will think that was just a sticker and going home. Okay, so here it is, a little bit of my foil. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use my file, and I will just remove from the side this a little bit that are sticking out. Okay, I don't want them. It bothers me. And now I will pick up the gel that will create my baby boom effect or color boom effect. And in this case, I'm using the Fiber Coat Frosted Pink. Of course, you can use any gel of your choice. This is just the idea. So what I'm doing, from the cuticle, I'm placing my gel. And I'm just going slightly over my design. Okay, so it will be roughly half of the nail. And you see here is a little bit milky on the side. And I'm taking it down. Now I will pick up my small brush, any brush of your choice. and I will just take it down. If you do that with the fiber gel or power gel, exactly the same way, you just do your blending. So you have this milky look. Also, the white is looking amazing. When I was wearing my nails like this during the winter, when I was doing the stickers, I've used the blue flower with the ivory and looked amazing, okay? So this one goes to the light for curing, and of course we will do all of these on all of the nails and stuff, or one by one if you do it on the clients. And if you do this ombre, if you do just one nail, is fine. I've done the full set of this one, and of course it still takes time to do the nail art because step by step I needed to do things, but it's not as long as if you just need to do the hand painting on all of the nails. Because if the client will ask me for the floral design on a one nail or two, I will probably hand paint it. But because she wanted to do the floral design on all 10 nails, okay, I'm not crazy. Okay, that will take me ages. So I need to really to think about this. And I'm going back to my pink one, the fiber coat pink, and I will just do the coverage here just to fill up the space and make sure my nail is nice and smooth and the structure is okay. So what I need, just a small brush. Jessica's choice will be fine. Just the structure. And this is how I've done it with my fiber gel. Exactly like that. So this part was clear. And I didn't use the fiber gel clear. I've used the fiber gel pink because that gives me a little bit of sheer. And the same in here. I've used the fiber coat pink. It's not completely transparent, but still design is visible. So I'm looking on the side, everything is perfect. I'm sealing all of the edges in here, all of my design in here, so I will be able to beautifully file it and make sure everything is perfect. Okay, so I am happy with this one, how it looks. So this one goes to the light for 60 seconds, full cure, and then we're going to file it, making sure everything is beautiful and smooth before we'll finish and add a little hand painting to it. Okie doke, so our nail is cured. Now, I'm removing the sticky layer. It's already looking gorgeous, but we're going to make it even better. And I always, even if I use something like a decals or any like stickers or something, I'm always trying to add something for myself. And I'm just gently filing with my file. Okay. My decals are underneath the sculpting gel. So I don't need to worry that something will happen or something will come off. Okay. Because everything is under. So that's why it's super important to do it in stages and making sure our decals are on a base, and then we'll be able to file the shape and make sure everything is perfect. So now I'm happy with this one, and now let's use some thin liner gel to create some design. And why is my prep and wipe is not working? Let me just try a different bottle. Okay, this one is working better. Didn't understand really why it didn't work. Okay, now I can see anything to correct. Maybe the top one, the cuticle part, so the tip will look nice. Okay, now it's better. Okay, now I'm happy with this one. Let's add some little extra paper palette in here. A little bit of my liner gel. This is my liner gel, pure one, no mixed with anything, but you can of course use anything that you prefer. And what I will do first, I'll pick up my Jessica's choice or any brush of your choice, and we're going to add some little leafy designs on the sides. Now, I wouldn't do too much. It's just a few here and there. And if you go back to my fine lines nail art, I was doing something like a tweaks in here, so not too much, okay? So I will just maybe do something in here, just nice line. Of course, you can do that on top of the top gel. This is really optional. Okay, I've done this here. I had everything hidden, so everything was under. And then I'm just creating some leaf. Cover it. You can, of course, use for this one Cerisa Sweeties. It's not a problem at all. Or the mix. Or anything you prefer. I just have handy the liner gel, the pure one. So this is what I'm going to use. And then just leaves here. So I'm just covering slightly the bit when I have the foil. You can, of course, work smartly. So if you have any bits that you don't like, maybe, I don't know, maybe some design is missing, or you have some empty space, of course, this is the time to cover stuff like this one. But please do not add too much white, okay? This is just a little extra we want to add, just to make sure our design is there. And I will just maybe do a little here. What I really like, so from the distance, these nails are looking amazing. When I was taking pictures, of course, I've seen the little lines from the, from the printouts, okay? At the end of the day, when you use the macro camera, you can see these are prints. And actually, only one person from Magnetic that is in Magnetic a little bit longer than myself asked me if these are the water decals because she still remembers them. The rest of the followers didn't even really notice. So that was cool, but it was really bothering me. I was like, oh my god, everybody going to see, but actually not. No one's seen it. So now I have this in a light. I'm also having here the metallic gel bronze, and I'm going to add tiny amount as well. Just a few lines here and there. So I'll just pick up this straight from the jar. Okay, and I will just maybe add some line in here. Just like a little extra, you can just add one in here. Maybe not. Maybe I don't like the shape. I want to change the shape. This is good when you're working with the gel. You can really, this way will be better. And I will just maybe add a little extra in here on the bottom. Okay, now this one, 30 seconds cure, and we're going to cover it with the top gel. Okay guys, so Supreme Finish, this is how it looks before we apply the top gel. And of course, the nicest moment where you can see the design, the ombre, the details, and our flowers. I think these are looking amazing. Absolutely loving them. And I'm so glad we still have stuff like this because it means we can create so amazing designs for our clients in really limited amount of time. So here it is, our top gel. Let me make sure it's nicely leveled, and I will cure it and show you the end result. Okay, so here it is, our end result and our design. I hope you like it. I hope you're a little bit surprised that we didn't do the full hand painting and stuff. And really, don't be afraid to use it. Don't even think about that these are not professional and stuff. Look, this even says professional water decals from Magnetic Nail Design. I'm not sure if at Magnetic would they still have it. Probably if we just text, especially for those of you that in Netherlands and maybe not in distribution, if you just text Pepin and just ask if he still has it, probably he still does somewhere in a warehouse. and our distributors all over the world, I'm sure they will find something. I already don't have them anymore, unfortunately, and these are my last roses that I have left from this one. I have some other stuff, but yeah, here it is. Here our decals and our design. I hope you like it. I hope you'll be able to repeat it, because trust me, anyone can do it. You just need to look a little bit outside the box, not sticking stuff just as they are, but create your own design, surprise your client, and surprise yourself how much stuff you can do by mixing and matching different type of products that you have in your salon. And somewhere in a drawer, your flakes, your glitters, your foils, your stickers. I actually in the drawer also found this one, and these are stickers. Look how old these are, with the pictures. These are even look, the email is still on a Mail Young that was working, and these are the French stickers. And I'm actually thinking how I'm going to use it or for whom. Maybe some wedding designs are coming that I could use it as well and create some gorgeous this one as a background, and then add some hand-painted flower on top. So yeah, play around and check your drawers, because I'm sure you have plenty of stuff. Thanks so much for watching this one, and speak to you soon.